I remember a bunch of random dreams, but they were pretty short, little spurts of dreams. Um, at one point, I remember I'm driving on a highway somewhere, and it's like early in the morning, I think. And I guess it was, I think it's like early, what do you call it? In the morning time, like I guess dawn, and the sun has just started to come out or something. And there's like a bunch of deers on the side of the roads, and I'm driving on the highway and it looks really nice. Like the scenery is very like majestic looking and very vibrant and colorful. It looked so realistic. It just looked so real, and I'm driving, and at one point I slowed down the car, which is really stupid because I'm on like the highway, obviously. So I'm driving and I see a deer, like a pretty big deer, and it's holding its baby, kind of like a cat does with its like mouth, where it's holding it by its neck. And this deer is holding its baby by its neck, and it's just kind of walking on the side of the highway, but in the grassy area, like not on the roads itself. And then so I slow down almost to a complete stop, and I'm looking at the deer, and I think I grabbed my phone to try and take a picture from the car. And as I do that, there's a car that zooms past me on my right hand side, like in the other lane, and that kind of freaks me out, and it kind of like snaps me back to reality in the dream, thinking like, what the hell am I doing stopping on the highway when everyone's driving so fast? So I just kind of ignore the deer and I start driving off again. But I think I saw about like two or three very clearly like deers out of the car, and like that was it. That was the whole thing. It was just driving and looking at these deer. I have no idea where I was driving. It was pretty weird. And then another short random dream I remember was, I think I was staying at a hotel. It was either a hotel or just like apartment building, but it wasn't mine. I think I was visiting someone, but I basically went to the wrong apartment. So I get into an elevator. Actually, no, I remember a little bit before. I'm walking down the street. I'm walking on a sidewalk. I get to a building. I go inside the building, and then I get to the elevator. I press the elevator button, and I actually remember it when I pressed the elevator button. Somebody else is coming into the building, but I am a little bit ahead of them. And so, but instead of holding the door for them, I don't know why. I guess just to be like, I guess I was just not in the mood, or like I'm trying to, like maybe I was in a rush, but I just got in the elevator and I quickly pressed the floor that I was going to because I didn't want to wait for that person. So the elevator doors closed on them, and I can't remember the floor I pressed, but it wasn't too high up on the, like it was a smaller apartment building or a condo or hotel. I think there were only maybe 10 floors max or something. And so I press a button. I don't remember which one. I go up to this apartment building and I go inside. I go inside it, and I'm like just acting casual, like I'm just living there, or I just like it's mine or something. And so the weird part was there's like a couple, and there's a young couple who are having some sort of argument or like a therapy session, I think. But then the person who's there with them, which was very weird, was Gordon Ramsay, like Gordon Ramsay, the chef. And I think Gordon Ramsay's the therapist for this couple. And so the couple is just like talking to him. And I think they were sitting on a couch or something, and they're having like this weird therapy session with Gordon Ramsay. And I just walk in to the living room area, and I think there's like I basically see, I don't know where I was standing, but I see them. Like I see Gordon, I see the couple, but I also see Gordon Ramsay, and I just like I walk past them, I'm like, hey, what's up, Ramsay? Like so casual. I'm like, it's like such a casual thing. I don't even know why. And I think at one point I kind of he comes out of this room or like wherever they were. Like Gordon Ramsay comes up to me. I think he asks me something like what am I doing there or something. And or no, I think I went up to him. I think I'm suddenly confused. Like I was acting like it's all casual, but I'm confused why I'm there. So I kind of call Gordon Ramsay, and I'm like, "What floor is this? I think I might be in the wrong place, and I don't even know how I got inside this place. Like, I think I had a room though. I mean, like a key to get into the room. So the whole thing's very weird and casual. But I just basically tell him, like, I think I apologize or something, and I tell them I have the wrong apartment building or something, and then I think I just leave. And like Gordon Ramsay like walks me out. I think he escorts me like out of the apartment or the hotel or whatever. So that was another dream, very weird, random dream. And then I had another dream where I think I'm in a house like with family and friends. I don't know. The house looks very strange. It's not like a house I've ever seen. I think it's a row of townhouse. It's like townhouses, and they're pretty tall. They're like three. I think they're like 3 or 4 floors high. And I'm in the house, and there's tons of people, like family and friends, mostly like relatives. And I think I had to go to work. Like I'm getting ready for work. I'm getting changed, and I'm looking for clothing. At one point, I think my wife is there, and then my a couple aunts and uncles and cousins. I think it's like they're having a family gathering or some sort of dinner party, but it falls like it's like right before my shift is about to start too. So like I can't I think I can't stay, but I'm like walking all over the house. I'm like on the third floor, then I'm on the first floor. And then I even go to the basement. I think I'm trying to find clothes or my work clothes. Like I need to change. So I'm rushing to get ready. I'm changing. Um I get yeah, I'm getting ready for work, and then I go out. I think I have to I take my dog. Oh, in the dream my dog is still alive too. My small dog that passed away like years ago. He's alive. And wait, was it? Yeah, no, there's a small. Is it my? I can't remember. There's like a dog. I don't know if it's my dog or somebody's dog. And I think I'm at the door trying to leave. I'm leaving the house, and this dog keeps going out, and he's like following me, trying to play with me. And I grab him, I toss him in. I think I'm calling into the house for a relative or someone. Like I'm calling for them to come and get. Like I'm trying to ask for help. I'm like someone come and take care of this dog. Someone like take the dog. And I keep freaking out, worrying he's gonna run away. But every time he runs out, I kind of grab him. And I think I'm just standing at the door for a few minutes, just so annoyed, trying to deal with the dog situation. And then, actually, one point before that, too, even earlier, I think my niece is there. I have a niece there who has like a baby with her. She has a baby in her arms, and then she takes the baby and puts the baby on the bed, and she's with. I think there's a couple other people with her. My sister's there, my niece, an aunt or something, and they're trying to put the baby to sleep, and they're just talking, and they're telling me to like be quiet. I'm like, I get frustrated because it's my bedroom and I have to change to go to work. And I'm like, guys, you're in my room. Like, what do you want me to do? I need to get my clothes. And like nobody seems to care. They're just acting casual and normal, like it's not a big deal. I think at this point I'm running late too, so I'm starting to not necessarily panic, but I'm like rushing a little bit. I'm like, I gotta go. And so I'm trying to find my clothes, and I think it's just a bunch of random back and forth. It's just me scrambling around this house, basically trying to get ready and change so I can leave. So that was that dream, and then I remember yeah, I had another dream where I'm in a parking lot. I park my car. It's like a store, grocery store, or something like that. I park the car. First of all, in the parking lot, I'm annoyed because I'm waiting for a parking spot. Somebody steals my spot. It was actually so it's like there's 2 spots that are empty in front of each other. And so I'm about to turn into one of them, and the person comes through the opposite side, like the open side, and pulls through to my side, even though he can see I'm waiting there to turn in. So I was just about to turn in. And so this other car, they could have easily taken the first parking spot, but instead he drove through just for his own convenience. So it's like easier for him to pull out. So I get really pissed at him. I'm like staring at him, and he doesn't care. He just ignores me. So I drive around. I have to like find another spot. And then I find this like really nice car. I think it's like a sporty luxury car, like almost like it's not a Ferrari or something, but it's just like a nicer, newer luxury car. And it's parked so bad, like it's blocking like 2, 3 parking spots, and it's sticking out. And I'm like, I just get pissed off, like and annoyed that this person parked their car like that. But I end up parking. I remember I park my car. I go inside, and at first it's a grocery store, so it's like this big grocery store. I don't know what I'm even there to buy. And so I grab a basket. I have a hand basket, and then I start walking around a little bit, and I realize I'm gonna be buy. I think I'm gonna start. I realize that I'm gonna buy more stuff, so I go back to the entrance. I put the hand basket back, and I grab a cart, a shopping cart. And as I'm walking through this grocery store, suddenly it kind of changes. It's not even a grocery store anymore. It's like some big thrift store, or like that has tons of used stuff. I think they have like a food. I don't even know what it is. Like it's just some big store. It looks more like a thrift store, but there's a grocery section too. And suddenly there's this young couple with me, and no, I'm not with them. There's like two young guys. They're friends. I think they're friends or they're a gay couple. I can't tell, but they're like super nice and friendly to me. We somehow just start talking, and one of them's a little younger than the other one, and they look like they're maybe mid-20s. And somehow we just start basically talking, and I find out that they're there looking for. They're basically doing that thing where people go and they like hunt thrift stores for those fancy, not fancy, but like expensive stuff, like those one-off items, like something that's unique or antique, something that's super valuable. And I think he has a list of movies. Somehow we start talking about DVDs and VHS movies, and I'm telling him about how there's a VHS copy of Little Mermaid where the cover is like very valuable because the cover's messed up. It's like they made a print error in the cover or something. And he's like fascinated. He's asking me a bunch of questions too. And we talk about like VHS and DVDs that are valuable. And so he tells me basically that he's there looking for that. Well, not that specific one, but he's looking for like DVDs and VHSs. And so his friend or husband or lover, whatever it is, he suddenly decides to leave. He's like, okay, I gotta go. I'm taking off. I think they hug each other or kiss each other or something, and he leaves. So then it's just me and this guy, and we're just walking through the shopping mall and we're talking and stuff. And then I think he asks me like, "Oh yeah, all these toys and there's so many things that are old. Like if we had them, they'd be worth so much money." And I think he asks me a question about like, "Oh, what's the one toy you would want like from your childhood that you had kept intact or whatever?" And he's asking me just random questions like that. And I think that two things I tell him is like, one is the original Nintendo. If you had like the original unopened Nintendo NES, and the other thing is the Lego, like the old, I think it's the Millennium Falcon, like the old original Millennium Falcon, unopened in its box. And I think we're just chit chatting, like small talk, and we're laughing, like, yeah, it's so silly. Like, all these toys that are worth a lot of money had to be unopened. Like, why would you buy something and not open it, especially as a kid? How are you supposed to know? And it's just like, we're just having like friendly banter or whatever, just like a small conversation. And then that's how that dream sequence ends, with me just talking to him about old toys and valuable valuable VHSs in this weird thrift store. And then actually I think that's it. That's all I remember from my dreams.